Hey everyone, in today's video, you'll learn how to create a cinematic 3D scene where a character is flying over a river in After Effects. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First, open up After Effects and import a video footage. You can grab the same one I'm using from the link in the description. Once it's imported, just drag the footage down to the new composition icon. That will automatically create a comp that matches the video's size and length. Now, I only want the video to be 20 seconds long, so I'm going to trim this layer. Next, go to Composition, Composition Settings, and then switch over to the 3D Renderer tab. By default, it's set to Classic 3D, but for this project we need to change it to Advanced 3D. This step is super important, otherwise some features just won't work. Alright, now it's time to bring in our 3D model. For your reference, I downloaded this model to this website. I dropped the link in the description below. You can find all sort of 3D models here, but make sure to download GLB file. That's the one After Effects support. Let's import it into After Effects. Once it's in, add it to the timeline and place it above the footage layer. You'll see a pop-up box here. Right now the model might not be visible because it's too small. To fix that, just click on Make Comp Size, and boom, now you can see it. Now open the Layer Properties, and under Animation Options, you'll notice a bunch of pre-made animations. You can pick any one that fits your scene. In my case, I'm going with this animation here. It's 8 seconds long. But here's the issue. The animation only lasts 8 seconds. What if we want to make it longer? There's a simple fix using an expression. Select the 3D model layer, right-click, go to Time, enable time remapping. Now hold Alt and click the stopwatch. Type in this expression, loop out, cycle. Then click anywhere outside the box to apply it. Now you can extend the layer as long as you want, and if you play it back, the animation loops perfectly. Super handy trick for situations like this. Next, move the time indicator to around 3 seconds and then drag the 3D model layer. Now open the position property and add a keyframe. Then open rotation and add keyframes for X, Y, and Z rotations. Go ahead and adjust them however you want. I'm just going to tweak them a bit. Then press U to reveal all the keyframes. Now move the time indicator forward and adjust the position and rotations to match the movement in the background footage. Also, make sure the character starts off screen, so it looks like it's flying into the frame from behind. That gives it a much more cinematic feel. Once you're happy with the motion, select all the keyframes and press F9 or right-click and choose Easy Ease to smooth it out. Then turn on motion blur for that layer. It adds more realism to the movement. Next, let's add some lighting. And choose Environment Light. I'm going to set the intensity to 170. Now open the transform properties of the light. You'll see values for X and Y rotation. Adjust them to match the lighting in your footage. In my case, I'm using 15 for X and 140 for Y, because the sunlight in this clip is coming from the left. Okay, now I'll pre-compose everything we've worked on so far. Now, I want to speed up the scene to give it more energy, that cinematic fast fly-through feeling. So once again, go to Time, then enable time remapping. The animation is done at this point, so I'll add a keyframe and then drag it 10 seconds back to increase the speed. Also, I'll change the first keyframe to a Bezier keyframe. That gives us a nice smooth ramp-up. Now, if we preview the result, It already feels powerful and energetic. But let's take it even further. We'll add a new adjustment layer and search for an effect called Auto Color. Apply it. It'll automatically adjust the color balance. Then I'll add the Sharpen effect and set the amount to 10. Lastly, I'll add Noise and change the amount to 7%. This gives it a more organic film look. Now I'll add another adjustment layer underneath that and rename it Blur. Search for CC Radial Blur. Apply it to this layer. Change the type to Fading Zoom and set the amount to 13. This will create a nice fake motion blur. But I wanted to apply only to our 3D character, not the whole scene. So I'll use the pen tool and draw a mask around the character. Then open the mask path, add a keyframe, and adjust the mask over time as the character moves. Also, animate the blur amount. I'll add a keyframe where the character appears and set it to 60. It fades out naturally as the character flies past, and it looks great. Alright, time for the sonic boom. If you don't know, a sonic boom is that loud shockwave you hear when something travels faster than sound, like a fighter jet. Let's recreate that look. Apply a glow effect to the same blur layer. Set the glow threshold to 35, radius to 140, and change the glow operation to overlay. Also change the glow colors to A and B colors. And look at that! We've almost mimicked the sonic wave effect you see in movies. Finally, I'll select all layers, pre-compose again, and name it Final. Then, apply the motion tile effect. At the first frame, set the output width to 0 and add a keyframe. Move forward in time and change it to 75%. This adds a subtle crop effect for more cinematic impact. And that's how you create a cinematic 3D character fly scene in After Effects.